What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we got the massive season 3 roadmap. The entire blog post has officially dropped. This is the photo of the roadmap that you see here, showcasing the brand new maps, the locations, the new content. They showcase a couple of photos right here, the key artwork, the roadmap, all that good stuff. But let's jump into the actual content. So multiplayer, we have 6 total core maps for 6v6. The first one is going to be called 6 Star. This is going to be a brand new core 6v6 medium-sized map. This is what it looks like. It says an incredible feat of engineering. It looks like this is going to be a part of Dubai. If you guys remember how we have code names for all these different maps in different areas, this one is going to be based out of Dubai on top of a skyscraper. The next map that we have is called Emergency. This is also a brand new map. This is a small scale map and it looks sort of like High Rise, but at the same time it really doesn't. Only the helipad is the only similarity that we have. It says force your foes to visit the ICU after dominating this era zone in a medical facility nestled on the summit of a remote mountain range. I won't read the whole description because there's so many maps and so much details, but this is the photo that we have for it. The next one is called the Grow House, which will be available. This is a remastered map and it's going to be coming in the core 6v6 as a small scale map. And it says right here, first released as Sphere during season 3 of Vanguard. The layout of this deceptively compact map is similar, but the environment has changed significantly. This is less of an experimental test site and more of a backwoods narcotic den nestled in a remote foothill. The next map that we have is called Tanked. This is a new repurposed map. It's going to be core 6v6 and medium size. Drop into Vondel Zoo after hours in this fast-paced medium-sized map developed by Beanox. The map is centered around the main aquarium structure within Warzone, or Warzone's Vondel. And then the next map following that we have is called Checkpoint. This will be coming in the mid-season update. This is also a repurposed map, and it says get a taste of Rebirth Island in multiplayer later in season 3 as the eastern point of interest known as Stronghold becomes a new map for fast-paced gameplay, and it's going to be a small-scaled map. The next one that we have that comes in mid-season as well is called Grime. This will be a brand new core 6v6 and it'll be small to medium size. This is the photo that we have of it. It says among the graffitied walls, navigate the piles of rubbish and brave the derelict London Canal, well away from Big Ben and the bright lights in England's capital city. Following that, we also get 4 brand new game modes arriving in multiplayer, so multiplayer is eating good this update. The first mode available at launch is Capture the Flag. It says an often requested objective game mode beginning in the first Call of Duty multiplayer experience. Capture the Flag pits 2 competitive teams against each other, with elimination being only part of the plan. The real tactic involves grabbing the flag and returning it to home base. The next one we have is going to be One in the Chamber. This is apparently going to be in a launch window, meaning that it can just launch at any random point during season 3's update. This fun-filled party mode, first introduced in Black Ops, rewards those with impressive aiming and ammunition discipline. Each player in this free-for-all gets a single bullet to start with and 1 additional bullet every time you achieve a kill. You also start with 3 lives, with the bullet you're firing is extremely potent, dropping foes no matter where you hit them. The next one that we have is called Minefield, which comes in the mid-season update for Reloaded. They say right here, in the same way that Hardpoint was, where it's Hardpoint but with zombies, think of Minefield as multiplayer but with mines. Currently applicable to most any current mode, Sledgehammer will be switching out this game variant in a variety of modes like Kill Confirm, Domination, and Hardpoint. Minefield uses the same rules as those modes, but with one important addition: when you defeat a rival player, a proximity mine is dropped at the enemy's corpse, and this mine cannot be picked and remains deadly to the enemy team. The next thing is the game mode Escort. This comes in the mid-season update. It says those Warzone veterans who remember playing the entertaining limited time mode known as Payload know what to expect here, as 2 teams, both with unlimited respawns, face off a variety of maps, with one side protecting an MAW as it maneuvers across the map. Meanwhile, the opposing force has enemy takedowns and the grand prize of the vehicular destruction of their mines. The attacking team's overriding goal is to ensure the vehicle reaches its destination. The defending team's plan is to disable the vehicle by any means. The next thing that we have is a game mode called Vortex Playlist. They provide this brand new photo, and in the middle of it they showcase this crazy new operator skin that's going to be coming in, but they mention Airborne, Satan's Quarry, Skid Row, Spore Yard, and Tetanus return in a special limited time playlist later in season 3. The familiar Vortex Mosh Pit will be available along with a new arcade mode with a number of redacted gameplay modifiers to add yet more variety to your game, probably like zombies related. And then multiplayer season 3 ranked, they showcase some brand new rewards. Rank play is going to stay exactly the same with the same rules. The only difference are going to be the rewards you'll be able to get, and they provide different photos of what to expect from that. So I'll go ahead and showcase these different photos. There's really not too much to explain. Everything is just exactly the same as it always has been. Then we have new perks and equipment arriving into the game. We have the Gunslinger Vest, we have a modular assault rig, a compression carrier, reinforced boots, and high gain antenna. And here's what they are. So it says the gunslinger vest, secondary weapon specialist, weapon slots no primary, secondary slot 2, equipment slots 4, tactical 2, lethal field upgrade, gear slots 4, gloves, boots, and gears 2. The following benefit applied to secondary weapons only: refreshes stamina on kill, improves reload speed, reload while sprinting, increases weapon swap speed by a minimum of 40%, spawn with maximum reserve ammo, duplicate effects do not stack. And then for the new perk vest, modular assault rig, lethal and tactical scavenger, equip slots 5, tactical 2, lethal 2, and a field upgrade. Gear slots are 3, gloves, boots, and gear start with maximum reserve ammo, resupply lethals and tacticals from dead players. We also have compression carrier, assisted healing, and gas protection. Equip slot 1 lethal, gear slots 3, gloves, boots, and gear, and immediately regenerate health after a kill or objective capture, which is pretty much the quick fix perk. And then we have new perk reinforced boots, immune to movement reduction effects, another one called high gain antenna. The minimap is zoomed out for you and nearby allies. Enemies remain on radar longer for you and nearby allies. If a nearby ally has the CCTV comms vest perk, see nearby ally radar pings from the intel jacker and compass indicators from nearby ally signal jammers. The new tactical EMD mine, proximity triggered mine that sticks to surfaces. Once triggered, the mine shoots out a tracker device that reveals the enemy locations and direction until it is removed. And then they provide a photo of a new tactical enhanced vision goggle, also coming in the mid-season update. Says toggle between normal vision and enhanced vision with integrated targeting highlight. Ether story continuing, saving Dr. Jansen in the mid-season update. They provide a new photo. An unknown force of disturbing power has his psychic tendrils wrapped tightly around Dr. Ava Jensen. The doctor has been lured into a new region of the dark ether under this malignant influence. Strike teams from Operation Deadbolt have converged to assist Ravenov as he attempts to locate and rescue Dr. Jansen from the unknown. Your expertise surviving and escaping the dark ether is required. The time has come to explore a new part of it and rescue Dr. Jansen and readying up. And this is the photo of the new area that we have. It says additional unlock quest, a third rift, and more. And it says this third rift is just the ordinary of as past 2. Expect a series of unlock objectives focusing on finding and attuning several relics, allowing access through the gate. Accomplish these tasks to step into the ethereal voidscape and face the terrifying horrors lurking within, claiming valuable rewards if you survive. And here's what they pretty much go through. So it says naturally you're also here to complete activities and contracts. There's secrets that are and highly classified schematics, and here's what they showcase. So you got dead wire detonators, golden mask filter, and sergeant's beret. These are the warlords I guess items and cosmetics. Says prestige challenges, unlock new prestige calling card challenges at each level prestige reached. And then they talk about new camo challenges and the new schematics. They said dead wire detonators. Then you might want to employ the dead wire detonator and attach it to all your explosive weaponry. Includes lethals and launchers, and it pretty much just shocks them. And then you have the golden mask filter, a prized schematic with a shiny hue and an impressive long-lasting effect. Gain a self-regenerating gas mask for the rest of the match. This comes in extremely handy for surviving zombie strongholds and surprises in the rifts. And the last one is Sergeant's Beret. It says your outcome no longer needs to be terminal when dealing with the Zakhaev hired guns. Simply don the Sergeant's Beret to disguise yourself among the mercenaries and summon a trusty merc bodyguard who shadows you to the end. Then you have a new warlord, which is Rainmaker. Very similar to the photo that we have. He also has the Coney logo, and this is what he looks like. Chances are he's also going to be available in the battle pass. And then they talk about how he has additional caution is advised when operating in the southeastern part of Yurzikistan exclusion zone, as Warlord Rainmaker has commandeered a heavily upgraded the defenses of a fortress on Araha Island across the water from Shaheen Manor. As his codename suggests, this warlord is an artillery and demolitions expert, and though his island compound is relatively easy to reach, stepping foot on the island with your limbs still attached may be more of a challenge. Expect mortar rounds and RPG fire to descend on your squad, with assault maneuvers made even more difficult due to the water surrounding Rainmaker's lair. Fast transport is recommended, and once you disembark, try to ignore the chaos and focus on the fortress. Rainmaker's forces are expendable, and he almost enjoys sacrificing his own men to take out intruders. With the fortress breach, slow your progress as the compound is brimming with tripwires and traps. Stepping on a mine at this point would be unfortunate. Then prepare to change your game plan once you finally corner Rainmaker. Anyways, the next thing that we have now is the Warzone side of things. So they provide another photo right here showcasing Rebirth Island, and this will be the launch of it. They showcase the different POIs and locations that are available here, and they say that it returns. They also showcase pretty much a photo of every single location that's available on Rebirth Island. I'll show you guys as much as I could while I'm talking right now, but it's pretty much the OG map making its way back and returning, along with Rebirth Island coming back. They also mentioned that there's going to be new Warzone modes and public events, and the first one is called Warzone Bootcamp, which will be available at launch. On your Stand player count of 44 up to 20 players and 24 bots. Refine your Call of Duty Warzone tactics in a new training mode set on a randomized slice of your Stand. Expanding on Modern Warfare 3 training course while launched in Season 2, the all-new Warzone Bootcamp is designed to help new players build confidence for their first official drop-in. So it says it's a quad-only training mode, either partied up or fill squad, providing players a snapshot of the real deal Warzone experience, featuring up to 20 players via mode-specific matchmaking and 24 bots to test their mettle. Warzone Bootcamp is the only mode of Warzone featuring bots. If this changes in the future, we'll ensure the community is informed ahead of time. Player, weapon, and battle pass XP progression is limited in this mode. The new training mode will not progress daily, weekly challenges, calling card challenges, weapon challenges, or champion's quest. Additionally, the new training mode will not feature public events or advanced contracts, so you're not going to be able to use it as an XP form. The next thing we have is Rebirth Resurgence, available at launch. Rebirth Island is the perfect place for faster paced, more aggressive playstyle. There's going to be a total of 44 players, and it says, as you know, if you drop into your Stand, Ashika Island, Vondo, Fortune's Keep, your squad is here for the win, but accomplishing this requires more frequent engagements and greater risk. The gulag is closed, and anytime you're eliminated, you redeploy for a short respawn timer. And then they talk about another brand new mode called Rebirth Resurgence, loaded in the mid-season update. Says ditch the ground loot in matches of Resurgence and bring in your preferred loadout and custom equipment, meaning all players come in fully locked and loaded right from the start of the match, enabling you to concentrate on the win without the need for ground cash collecting. If you're taken out during a match, you redeploy using the same Resurgence rules, but with the possibility of changing to another custom loadout. If you're out of ammo or equipment, the higher ratio of legendary and reused loot boxes means you're never far from a fully kitted out operator, though you're here to bring the firepower and the victory. Then we have Rebirth Lockdown. So basically it's like Vondo Lockdown, but on Rebirth. Lockdown comes to Rebirth Island with multiple squads tasked to capture and control zones across the map, scoring points for each zone successfully held like a large-scale battle royale version of Hardpoint. Total player count is adjusted due to the smaller nature of the map. And then we have a new public event called Rebirth Infill Strikes, and these are what's going to be the destructible POI that we talked about. It says Rebirth Island has numerous landmarks utilized in every game, but what if one of these locations was leveled by an airstrike just prior to infill? Keep your wits about you and learn new tactical movement across the rubble-filled scenery. Should an infill strike occur during a match, these explosive infill elements occur rarely and randomly, adding new gameplay experience to the match. On certain drops, prepare to adjust your drop point and dynamic movement around a particular point of interest. And then they showcase the different ones. So Lighthouse could be potentially destroyed, and that's what it'll look like after it gets destroyed on the right side. And then we also have the prison. The before is on the left side, the after is on the right side, and then we also have the water tower that's going to be on the left side before, and then the right side is after. And those are the only three areas that are going to get adjusted. Then we have a new public event called Gulag Climb and Punishment launch. This is available in Battle Royale Stand Vondo, and it says a duel to the death isn't the only option if you find yourself in the Gulag during Battle Royale. If this public event is announced at the start of your Gulag confrontation, it's worth keeping your comms on and negotiating with your opponent. 2 ladders will drop from the roof, providing an easy escape route. It's up to you both to trust each other and ascend to redeployment, or you can engage in combat as normal and ignore the ladders. The next thing we have is heavy armor in mid-season announced during infill. If this public event is activated, it allows you some added protection enabled of equipping of additional armor plate for the duration of the match. The extra plate slot is visible above your health bar where plate information is normally seen. This increases your operator armor hit points from 150 to 200. The extra slot is applied no matter the plate carrier type you have equipped. You begin the match with an additional plate equipped. Except for the tempered plate carrier, you have 4 filled plates at the start of a match. The tempered plate carrier, if equipped, has 3 plates with the third one partially filled at the start of a match. A fully tempered plate has 200 HP, 66.7 health per plate. Adjust your tactical accordings as this public event allows you to last longer between replating and lengthens the TTK and ammo expenditure when downing foes. New mission contract spy drones available on Rebirth Island. Confirmation that spy drones of unknown origin have been observed within the area of operations and resulted a new contract to undertake. You and your squad are to locate the drones which appear to be gathering at a specific area. Head to the rendezvous point and immediately destroy them. Expect additional rewards for neutralizing the swarm in rapid succession, and ensure you expect the vicinity for drop armor plates, redeploy drones, and possibly an advanced UAV. And then they showcase the Champions Quest, same exact rules, but this one's going to be available on Rebirth Island, and this is the Champions Operator that you'll be able to get. The ultimate contract mission is confirmed to be active on Rebirth Island once a certain number of consecutive wins or total number of wins are achieved. Bring a game plan and some competent cohorts with you while you wait for locate, then defend 3 elements necessary to create an impressively explosive finale and achieve complete domination over your enemies. There's going to be a variety of rewards like an animated calling card, charm, sticker, weapon camo, and operator skin that they showcase right here. They only showcase 2 of the rewards. The next thing we have is a brand new field upgrade. It says new equipment field upgrades called Squad Rage. It says right here, available on Rebirth Island. Locate an enhanced version of the Battle Rage field upgrade by looting or purchasing at a buy station, then huff the mask on your tactical advantage. Once active, Squad Rage vaporizes any gas within the radius of effects surrounding the user and grants battle rage to both you and any teammate standing within that radius. Stave off the gas, resist the effects of enemy tacticals, and utilize the infinite tactical sprint, increase health and regeneration for the duration of the rage. Weigh these advantages with keeping your crew close enough to gain these possibly match-winning benefits. We have a new equipment field upgrade called the Utility Box. This is available on Rebirth Island, running low on box armor ammunition. Only got 1 inventory space to carry a resupply box. Then you want to invest in a utility box. This drops pretty much everything: lethals, tacticals, munitions, armor, everything. Then we have something else called a Foresight, which is going to be a new equipment, which is a kill streak to be forewarned or to be forearmed. And for those wanting to lead a less bombastic kill streak, Foresight can offer incredible insight regarding the future of your match. Returning from the original Warzone, Foresight was last available at a containment monitor station and in the black market. For Season 3, Foresight is a kill streak, a piece of rare loot purchasable at a buy station, and were found on the corpse of fallen foes. It shows you the location of every future gas circle, so you'll know where the game ends. Plan your tactics accordingly. And a returning equipment is the Specialist perks. Coming in later in the mid-season update, says it's back. The most prized perk possession in Warzone returns. This Hexagon of Omnipotence may be incredibly difficult to discover. In fact, it's only very rarely found at Redacted or in specific Redacted, but its effectiveness cannot be understated. Once found, this grants you every applicable perk in the game, and even if you get your custom loadout drop with your chosen perks, it will still stay in addition to the default perks available on all operators. Specialist grants you the advantage of the following 29 additional perks, but only for the remainder of the match. And then the next thing we have is the updated movement aquatic gameplay comes to Rebirth Island. Not necessarily a new feature in my opinion, so I'm not really going to talk about that. Then we have biometric scanner. This is available on Rebirth Island as well, and it's upgraded communications facility in a series of 10 biometric scanners. Terminals that include full biometric scanning capabilities. Once per match where these scanners are active, you can approach it and quickly check your statistics. The scanner produces a key card based on your identity along with the XP reward. Inspect the key card and you'll see it contains your operator name, clan tag, and access level. And the key card rarity, it depends from bronze all the way to Orion, and that percentage chance of receiving specific rarity rewards, but your chances improves if a squad mate is close by during a scan. And then they showcase the in-match rewards if you scan it. So if you have bronze, you get random ammunition, a little bit of cash, armor plates, lethals, and tacticals. Then it goes its way: silver, gold, platinum, polyatomic, and Orion. And then you start getting classified redacted weapons, probably some sort of like wonder weapons. And then going on to the next thing, it says a new feature: variable time of day in season. And as Season 3 progresses, the atmospheric conditions of Rebirth Island may begin to vary with an increasing chance of variable changes to the weather. And they showcase the different angles and how it's gonna look. Another new feature says returning feature: weapon trade station, available on Rebirth Island. A newly improved weapon trade station is currently being installed across Rebirth Island for an in-season activation. Access this reinforced locker and trade weapons, the unwanted weapons, for any lesser quality or some extra loot. The quality of the weapon you trade in is related to its rarity. Common weapon, gray, 0 or 1 attachment. Uncommon weapon, 2 attachments. And then it just goes on to show that the rarity of the weapon you receive is 2 levels more common than the weapon you drop into the weapon trade station. For example, if you find an epic rarity weapon with 4 attachments, you could trade it in for an uncommon weapon with 2 attachments plus a random assortment of additional items at the weapon trade station. And they could drop things like cash, ammo, tacticals, lethals, field upgrades, and a very rare occasion and incredibly lucky and trade a formidable weapon, the Specialist perk token. They also mentioned that there are secrets on Rebirth Island. It says the island contains great many secrets, perhaps some completely undiscoverable. All of this is on the books, and some redacted, requiring a multi-step process, a multitude of challenges not redacted remaining untracked redacted, but not related to the custom weapons available redacted. Additional, it seems Makarov's recent infiltration of Rebirth Island has not gone unnoticed, overriding the systems redacted. One example being the phones redacted. redacted, related to key cards redacted, slightly modulated redacted, seen as building goodwill and trust redacted, codename X, suggest a contact be made immediately. And then you have the bunker entrances, which will be available in season. I guess they're closed off in the beginning, and that's going to be for years extent, which they already are, and then they're going to open up later on, and that's going to be bunker number 5. And then they says there's some tanks in there that are available. Maybe they're going to be drivable vehicles. And then going on, they talk about Warzone ranked. So you have Warzone ranked rewards. They showcase what the rewards are going to be, and then the new challenges that you'll be able to unlock in the new weapon blueprints. And then they showcase 4 brand new weapons, which I believe is like one of the last things they show here. The first one is the FJX Horus SMG launch, which is going to be available in the battle pass sector. I believe this was the MP9 that many players talked about, and that was going to be coming out. It is actually leaked and will be available in the battle pass. The next weapon is going to be the more sniper rifle, also going to be available in the battle pass, and this is what it will look like. Other than this, there's also another weapon called the Gladiator melee weapon, which will also be available in the battle pass. This one we didn't really know about, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Super tiny little knife. And then the next thing, or the last item available, is going to be available in the mid-season update, and that is going to be the BAL 27 AR, and this is the photo they provide of this weapon. And then they said getting more attachments with new aftermarket parts and more coming in, and then they provide different photos of different types of aftermarket parts that you can expect, usually all available through weekly challenges. Anyways, that's all that I got for you guys here in today's video. We're gonna have so many videos upcoming where we talk about other upcoming operator bundles, other new skins that were leaked, cosmetics, and all that good stuff. But anyways, that's all that I got for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.